Idiot of the day, commit don't quit, live stream. Jeff here. We're going to call it Impromptu. I'm just going to make a coffee. There most likely won't be anybody here for a bit. I don't usually go on at this time, but it was a good time for me today. Anybody that comes in, good morning. I'm just literally going to make a coffee here. Just making a coffee while I get ready for the live here. I'm back now. Like I said, could be a bit before we have anybody in here, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, if there is anybody here, good morning. Hope you're having a good day. Just sharing this out to Twitter right now, so it could be a couple minutes, but I want to say good morning to you. Hope you're having a good one. Let's get this ready. I'll just be 2 seconds. I'll just be 2 seconds, everybody. So I'm just trying to share this out to Twitter, so if I'm not on for a second, it's just because I'm getting this ready. Please check this out. Okay, I'm going to share this to Twitter. Send out to Twitter. Okay, everything's good. Okay, hope everybody's having a good morning. I'm, like I said, I don't usually come on at this time, but I thought I'd come on. Desmond's Donners, Dave, good morning. Viewed this, good morning. How are you guys? It's good to see you. I imagine you probably both know what happened last night. I'm not going to go on about it. I kind of feel bad for Bob and that and his family and that, but hope everybody's doing good. Like I said, I just want to come on. I thought I'd come on for a bit. Posh Cat's Camping. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Thanks again for coming. I thought I'd come on. There's a gentleman that goes on at 10, so I thought this is a perfect time. I don't really know too many people on at 9. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here. I dropped my wife off. She was working early today because Ethan's got his last swimming lesson today. He's been swimming lessons for almost 2 months now, and today was his last lesson. So every Wednesday his lesson's at 5:30. She usually works till 5, but she works to 4:30, so she works 8:30 to 4:30 on Wednesdays so we can take him. But he's home sick right now, so he's with me, and we're hoping that by 4:30 he's going to sleep all day. Hopefully he's able to go to his last lesson so we can find out if he passed the lesson or what. But anyways, that's why I thought I'd come on right now. Know what happened to Bob? Well, okay, well, on Bob, you know, skills. I don't want to, because it's not my place to talk about it. But last night, I don't know if you ever heard of swatting. Swatting is when somebody, I think it's somebody probably off the internet, and that has called the police and said something happened at the home, and the police, the SWAT team of the state police or something came to his home while he was live on the air last night, and it all went down while we were watching. It was horrible. I felt horrible for the man, but like I said, I'm not gonna just other than that. It must be someone either off the internet or someone that was you know, there can be vicious people out there, so I don't really know what happened. And like I said, I feel bad for the whole situation, that's all. But I don't want to make it about that. But that's what happened. Anthony Fletcher, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yes, Dave. Somebody called and said something happened to his wife, and that and they called him while he was live on the air, and he was talking to them, and he actually had to shut it down because they were coming in. You could see them coming down the laneway where he lives, and you could see all the like the trucks or cars, the police vehicles come in. You could see police on them, and you could see with their like tactical gear on and stuff. But anyways, like I said, we didn't see any of it because they had to shut it down because they were coming in. So, but everything's fine. I talked to them, and I guess they're all shook up and stuff. That's about it. But just not a good thing to happen. A super nice guy in that, and wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want to see it to happen to anybody, especially, you know, like his wife was there, his kids were there. There was nothing wrong with anybody there. Just somebody was pulling a prank. So hopefully, you know, they definitely find out what happened in that. But he is okay in that. He ended up showing up on, I think it was Pusa Studios, just for a few minutes, just to say everything was okay. It's good to see the usual suspects. I'm here while I upload our weekly episode. Colin Furs, Desmond's. Haven't seen it yet, but I will in a minute though. Okay. Hope Ethan feels better. Thanks, Anthony. He's upstairs. We just I put him to bed. I said, you know, you go to sleep for a couple hours, get some rest, and even if he can't go to swimming, at least maybe we can go out at 5 o'clock tonight and get his report card to make sure he passed or whatever. But Podcat, saw you laughing on Twitter last night. If you leave it on repeat, you were laughing for hours. Yes, you know what it is. If everybody knows Marie from the Pritchards, yesterday we were on here. I'll get off that subject now. What I was talking about a second ago. But so yesterday was on the live, and we were talking about something, and Marie made a comment, and it was something humorous, and I started laughing. I couldn't stop laughing, and when I started, I totally forgot I actually was on camera, and I started laughing. I was laughing for almost 2 minutes, a minute and a half straight, and it was on the live, and Marie found it funny, so she put it up she sent it to me on Instagram. I thought it was pretty funny, so she posted it to Twitter and Instagram, and then I posted it to my Facebook for a couple of my buddies to see. That's all. Morning, Joseph Girl. How are you, buddy? It's Scarlet Berto. Berto, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Joseph Girl cranky this morning. Laugh out loud. Need coffee. Yeah, I got some coffee too. I made one quick. I didn't think anybody'd be in for a few minutes. I think there was a couple people here. Viewed this, and Desmond's daughters were here for about a minute while I was getting my coffee made. So thanks for staying. I appreciate it. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Geo Jerry's Adventures. Jerry, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good one. I don't usually go on at this time, as you can see, but it was a good time. Good time. Gemma, how are you, Gemma? It's good to see you. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, you saw that, Joseph, did you? It was kind of, what it was Marie from the Pritchards put it up, and I thought it was pretty funny, so I think I put it on my Facebook or something, and I just pretty much shared the same thing that she put out. I thought it was pretty funny. Hull and Ash, top of the morning to y'all. Morning, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm just, my son's upstairs sleeping. I imagine you can hear me. If you can't, just let me know, and I'll speak up. But yeah, my son stayed home. He wasn't feeling the best, so we just kept him home for the day. Flying Monkey, hello everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks, Flying Monkey. Good morning. How are you? It's good to see you. Joseph Girl says, doing good, just waking up. Yeah, it is early, isn't it? I'm not usually up. Well, I'm up. We're usually up about 6:30, but or just after 6 usually. But my wife usually goes to work on Wednesdays 8:30, and then the rest of the week it's 9. But yeah, it's been a busy morning. Gemma's Journey Grace, I'm great, thanks. I'm working on a new video. Good. Audio's fine, thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. I'm good, thank you. Yourself? Good. Like I said, I've been doing some more lives and stuff during the day. I usually go on at 2 our time here in Canada, but I've just been doing the odd extra live here and there during the day. So Flying Monkey 6:34. That's too early for me, or like my bed too much. Yeah, 6:30 is it is early. I used to get up at 4:35 years ago for one of my jobs. I worked in a lab, and I used to have a travel distance. Sometimes I'd travel an hour, sometimes an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I usually had to be up by 4:30 to get to work for 6:30 and that in the morning. But that's many years ago. Joseph Girl, day off today. Slept in a little. I'm usually up at 3:30 a.m. Oh my gosh, Joseph, that's early. That is early, my friend. That is early. Flying Monkey, it's good to see everybody. Thanks very much. View this. Be back in a few crazy morning in the house. Oh, I understand that completely. A lot of times I just have the eyes shut pretty much till I get some coffee into me. Gemma's Journey Grace. I'm planning autism and military video. Oh, that sounds awesome, Gemma. That sounds interesting. It does. What time is it? It must be about what? Just about 10 after 2 or quarter after 2 in the afternoon over in the UK, I imagine. I imagine it is, yes. What was I going to say? Well, I mean, our day's just starting here. How's everybody's day everywhere else, either here or over in Europe, wherever you are right now? How's everybody's day going? Yeah, it's 2:15 p.m. That's what I thought. About 5 hours difference. Geo Jerry's, have a great day. Got to get ready for work. Oh, I understand, Jerry. Thanks again for dropping in. You have a good day. I'm not trying to be too quiet. I'm just trying to keep the voice down because the sun's sleeping literally right above me. Flying Monkey, just let me take a read here, my friend. I just might be quitting YouTube soon. I just don't think there is any point of me doing this. Too many fake supporters coming on my channel and disappearing. There's tons of people out there, Flying Monkey. There sure is. Well, I mean, hopefully you don't, but I mean, that's definitely your choice in that. I wouldn't want to tell you what to do, that's for sure, but I understand completely. It's a funny, I say it's a strange animal. It kind of is. It's it's funny when I first started it, my daughter, I said, oh, Jenna, my daughter's name's Jenna. I said, oh, you should come on sometime. She says, no, it's not for me, Dad. I said, what do you mean? She said the same thing as you're saying. She's 15. And she says there's too much viciousness and meanness. I mean, this is just a teenager saying it. But she says, you wait, you'll see it. And I've definitely seen it. Like, I mean, I didn't see it right at the beginning, but I've seen a lot of it lately. But yeah, I'm not one to talk about that stuff anyways. But yeah, you're right. There is a lot of different things. But I guess that could be said in everyday life too, unfortunately. But what I'm shocked is it's not always the teenagers or the kids. Sometimes it's us adults that you think know better, but you never know. Desmond's daughters laugh out loud. Same old. Waiting for a cable. Oh, jeez, David. I'm sorry. I imagine you just wish you could walk down to the corner store and pick one up. Cole Outdoors. Hey, Cole, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you. Yeah, Cole. I was there. I was on. Joe and I were on his live last night when it happened, and it is really too bad. Like I said, I mentioned it at the beginning just to say, as far as I'm aware, he's okay, but it's just a terrible thing to happen. I know it's happened to a few people now, but it is really too bad what happened. Cole Outdoors, did you see what happened to Gil? Yes, Cole, yes, we did. Or at least I did. I know you were. I think I saw you later on. I think you came into the Gil Skills either just it was just happening or just after it happened or something. But yeah, not. And I know it has happened to people previously, and it's kind of unbelievable. It really is. It's almost like you're watching a movie. It doesn't seem real, but scary thing. I can't imagine it happening. And not the only good thing, but the main thing is everything turned out okay. Like for his family, nothing happened, which is because that would have been horrible. So that's the only blessing out of the whole thing, that nothing happened to any of them. And that Poshcats. Yes, Cole, you were there too, yes. Poshcats Camping Flying Monkey, we have negative comments on our channel, but there's some great people out there in this chat room with Jeff too. Yeah, exactly, Poshcats Camping. There is. It's just unfortunately you just have to find them. I mean, there's good people out there in the world, and there's bad people. Just just like I say to the kids, nobody's perfect, and I guess if we were all the same, it'd be pretty boring. But it's too bad when you have such negativity and stuff. It really is. But Gemma's journey. I stand with Gil. Yes, Gemma. He's a good friend, and then I didn't like seeing that for him. I wouldn't want to see that happen to anybody, to be truthful. But yeah, good gentleman, and definitely didn't like to hear or see that happen to. Yeah, Cole Outdoors, just as it happened, exactly. Yep, just as it happened. Cole Outdoors, I'm talking to some tech guys trying to figure out how to prevent it. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good idea, Cole. That is a good idea, my friend. That is definitely a good idea. Let's see here. Give me 2 seconds, okay? I just need a sip of coffee, everybody. I apologize. Excuse me. Flying Monkey says, I don't care about haters coming on my channel. I was on about when people support my channel and then disappear from. That's what I meant. Oh, no, I understand. I do understand. I wish there was I don't have an answer, unfortunately, but I understand what you're saying. Gemma's Journey Grace. I brought myself a new Disney cup a couple of days ago. I love it. Oh gosh, Disney. Have you ever been to Disney, Gemma? We took the kids a few years ago to Disney World down in Florida. There's 2 Disneys here: Disney World in Florida, and then Disneyland over in California. Never been to California to Disneyland, but we went years ago when the kids were small to Disney World, and they had a blast at Disney's such a wonderful place for you want to say for kids, but it's not for kids. Even at my age, and my parents were they were down there at the same time we went down to visit them for a week. They were down there I think they were there for 3 weeks, and they said we had a condo, like a dual condo to stay in. I said, do you want to come down for a week? They asked us months before, and we said, yeah, sure, it's great. Just have to make sure we're able to get the time off, which we did. And we went down, we had a blast. It was just a couple of years before my dad passed away, and we had a blast. Me and my dad was in his, he was in the end of his 70s at the time, and you know what, they had a blast. They had a good time too, so it definitely is for everybody. It's Desmond Donders. YouTube should be able to provide IP and ISP information to the police to track down. Oh, Desmond Donders, yes, Dave. Hopefully, I would imagine they'll definitely. I know. I think it happened to Grant McIntosh, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I don't want to talk out of line because I don't know. That's what I heard, but I don't know, unfortunately. See here, Cool Outdoors. Once I figure out, I'll do a classroom on it for everybody who can do it. Yes, Cool Outdoors. That's quite a good idea. It certainly is. Cool Outdoors, David. What they do is hide behind an onion router, which makes it impossible to track. Oh, I imagine, unless you're in the NSA. Gemma's Journey, Grace. Yeah, I went to Disney in California many years ago. Did you have a good time? I imagine you must have had a blast, Gemma. It certainly is. Have you ever? Does Euro Disney still exist? I'm not trying to be ignorant. I remember, we heard about it years ago. I don't know much about it, but I don't know. I think there's other Disneys here. We just really are aware of the ones here in North America. But let's see, Joseph Grolafalad. I fail. Excuse me, sorry, Joseph. I'm not too awake. I apologize. Joseph Grohl, laugh a lot. I fail. I have no cream, sugar for coffee. I got backup money on my Dunkin' Donuts card. Joseph, that's funny. You know what? I have a card too that's in my wallet for when I run out of stuff too. My wife bought me one. I think she put $10 on it. I never use it. It's there in case I need it. But luckily, we got. You see that red thing there? It's a Keurig. I don't drink a lot of coffee, but I drink one every morning. And they have these little metal cups. You fill it up with coffee, and then you put it in. And 2 or 3 minutes is done. And I pour it in a cup. And then my wife bought this flavored coffee creamer because I still need. I don't put the sugar in it, but I put this creamer stuff, and it's like a flavored one, hazelnut. She buys hazelnut, Irish cream, and French vanilla. Just something different. But you're right. If I didn't have it, I'd be going down to the coffee shop to pick me one up too. Desmond Saunders, there have been enough examples for them to be tracked. I would imagine, Dave. I would imagine. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cough into that. I'm now sounding old. I was going to say I have a tickle in my throat. That's something my dad or grandfather would have said. But yeah. Let's see. Gemma's Journey Grace. I think I did. I was 9 at the time. Yes, you're Disney Paris. Okay. That's amazing. Walker fam, party has arrived. Walker fam, how are you? Good morning. It's nice to have you here. Thank you again for coming. As you can see, I'm never on at this time of the day. Usually, my wife works at 9, but on Wednesdays we have our son's swimming lessons, and swimming's at 5:30 on Wednesday nights. So my wife is able to work half an hour early, so she works at 8:30 on Wednesdays. So we took her to work, and my son wasn't feeling the best today, so he stayed home. And it's his last swimming lesson, so we're kind of hoping he either feels better at the end of the day, or he, at least we can get to swimming lessons and get his like little report card to see how he did. Sorry about this if I've lost a few things here. The chat kind of flew by here quick, so I'm sorry. Fly Monkey, did you hear about that girl from UK? She went to Syria to fight for ISIS. Now she wants to come back to the UK, but the British government won't let her come back. I think it's a good thing. No, unfortunately, I haven't. Fly Monkey, are you? Good question. Are you over in the UK as well, Fly Monkey? And I'm not trying to be ignorant. I know a few people over in the UK. I don't know every single person that. Like I know people. I just don't know. You know, sometimes you ask, and then it's a bit before you. Sometimes I forget. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you are, it doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to tell me. I'm just curious. Dan Anderson, Lake 6, my friend. I'll be live in a few minutes. Hope you get by. God bless you. Take care, Dan. Thanks very much for dropping in. No politics. Yes, Dave. No politics. Unfortunately, I don't. I know not the bare minimal about certain things too. I had them here. We have political issues here, but unfortunately, I love to say, my view counts, but it doesn't seem to. So I just kind of, my wife always says, keep it to myself. Oh gosh, Lady Leo, hello, how are you? Good morning. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. Karaoke Van Neck, hi, love you. Hi, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope, or evening or afternoon, whatever time it is there for you. Well, you're welcome. Thanks, Walker fam. I appreciate it. Lady Leo, I saw you on my channel. Thank you so much, Lady Leo. I hope you... I'm losing my voice here this morning. Hope you're having a good day. It's just about 9:30 in the morning here, but wherever everybody is, good morning or afternoon or good evening. Walker fam, our kids don't have school today. The school is closed. Is the weather, Walker fam? We last week we had like a snow day or something. I think there was it was freezing rain, and there was ice everywhere, so they closed the buses, they shut them down, and they just shut the schools down pretty much for I think it was Monday and Tuesday last week. The first day I think it was closed. The second day it was open, but they pretty much told everybody on the radio they didn't get the schools closed quick enough, so they said, you know what, if you feel like keeping your kids, please keep them home. You do not need to send your kids today. And I think we kept our son home. And the next day when they went, they said there was like 2 or 3 kids in the class. Nobody showed up, so they should have just closed the schools as well. Fly Monkey, yes, I'm from the UK. Oh, Fly Monkey, I'm sorry to hear that. Walker fam, yeah, we got 6 or more inches of snow. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a lot of snow now. We have the bare minimal, but I guess it is. I'm kind of glad of it. We have the cooler weather, but yeah, not a lot of snow right now. Style with it, HR. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. Gemma, thank you very much. Appreciate it. let's see here. Let me take a sip of coffee. I just don't know enough about it, and like everybody says, you know, I don't talk politics here. I mean, nothing against it, but you know, a lot of people. I just don't talk about it on here. That's all. Joseph Grohl, we're getting snow 3 to 5 inches. Oh well, I actually don't know if we're getting snow. It's cold here this morning, but I should take a quick look here. Give me a second. It's -8, but -8. It's going up to 0 at 6 o'clock tonight, but it doesn't really say much other than that on the phone. Got a little weather app that pops up, but Gem's Journey, you're welcome. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Gem's Journey, Grace, I love your live streams. Jeff, thanks. Gem, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I have fun with it. Like I said, usually, you know, I go on it pretty much almost 5 hours from now. It's 9:30 in the morning here, and I usually go on at 2 o'clock. It's just a perfect time. Sorry, the dog just came downstairs. The dog, when our son's not feeling best, she sleeps on the end of his bed, and then my son loves it because at night he always just wants the dog to sleep at the end of his bed. But she'll start the night with him, she'll sleep there, and then once we head to bed, she jumps off his bed and comes and lays in. She has like a bed in her bedroom, just by our dressers and stuff like that. But she never wants to sleep on the end of the bed. So a few nights when he's not feeling good, she usually stays up there with him, which he loves. Gemma's Journey, Grace, I did a live stream yesterday, got 46 likes on it. Wow, Gemma, that's amazing. That is amazing. Good for you. That is amazing. Well, you're doing quite fine, Gemma. You are. And you know the sad thing is, every time I go into your live, Gemma, you're just going, okay, I'm going to close the stream. And I'm like, but my problem is a lot of times I'll be in the car with my wife or something. She'll go in grocery shopping and I'll turn the phone on. And so that's usually what happens with me with lives and that. I'm usually just popping in quickly. Sunshine Cooper. Hello, the Queen Sunshine is here. Well, we need some sunshine, Sunshine Cooper. It's good to have you here. Thanks very much. I do appreciate it. Hello, everybody, Sunshine Cooper says. It's great to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. Joseph Girl says, about to eat. Catch everybody later. Yeah, you take care. Have a good one. And if it's your day off, have a great one, Joseph. Take it easy, buddy. Let's see. There we are. Well, like I said, I don't like to run. Are you feeling okay? Yeah. Oh, okay. There's our son right there. He's, you want to come on and just wave to everybody, say good morning? Okay. Just come in, Ethan, and say morning to everybody. Okay, come on.
Hello.
You want to say hi to everybody? There you go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feeling any better or not the best?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better.
Okay. Well, I guess he's not feeling 100% everybody still, but you do have to rest this morning, okay? No phone stays down. You know that. Mom's already said that, okay? So put it down.
Watching the movie.
No, okay, the movie's fine. No, actually, no movies this morning, okay? No movies this morning. You have to rest this morning, remember? This afternoon you can watch one, but this morning you have to rest. Mom's already said that. I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't want to do this on here, kiddo, but Mom's already said, okay? Thank you. Sorry, everybody. We already talked to him, but I think he thought, you know what, I'm on here. He could just grab his phone and go upstairs and watch Netflix and stuff. But we already talked to him that he had to rest if he's home today. There's no phones and computer stuff. It's take it easy day today. We told him maybe he can watch a movie this afternoon, but not right now. Sunshine Cooper says, made it. Happy to made it again to your show 80 of the day. Thanks, Sunshine Cooper. I appreciate it. Desmond Saunders. Dave says hi to Ethan. I stay here before my Wednesday show. Okay. Hello, little buddy. Sunshine Cooper was saying hi to Ethan. He's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. He wasn't feeling the best, and so I didn't want to do that over here. I wasn't really getting mad at him, but I just thought, you know what? We just got home about 45 minutes ago, and he should be laying down, taking a rest. He shouldn't really be on the phone watching anything. And yeah, we just need him to get better because we can't have him home all the time. So, hello, my friends. Hey, Pippa, how are you? Good morning. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Nice to have you here, Worm's Eye View. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. You're a good father, sir. Oh, well, no, I just, he's just a little guy. He's 11, and, I remember when I was sick as a kid, we weren't allowed to, I mean, that stuff didn't exist way back then, but we definitely weren't, I remember as a kid, when I was sick, I wanted to come home and sit around and watch all my favorite TV shows, but later this afternoon, after he's rested a bit, maybe we'll let him watch some TV or something for an hour or two, but, Worm's Eye View Pip says, my son just fleeced me at Monopoly. Oh gosh, that's awesome. Pochcats camping. Let's see. So how you doing, Pippa? How's everything going? It's good to see you. I've been coming on. This is not a normal time. It's about 9:30 in the morning for me here. Usually I don't go on to 2 p.m., which is almost is that about 4.5 hours from now? And I may go on at 4:30. I don't know because Ethan's not feeling the best, so I may not. But I thought I'd come on now. It was a good time, and I thought he was up sleeping, so I thought I'd come on for an hour to 10 o'clock, and then I'd get off here because one of our friends, Michael Fire Jr., he goes on at 10, so I don't want to be on when he's on. I want to make sure I'm done by then, but I just thought, you know what, I don't usually see people on at 9 o'clock. I mean, this time here right now. So at the time when I opened it, I didn't see anybody that I knew in the list and that. So that's why I came on. I just thought it was a good time to come on. But did you hear, Pippa, Worm's Eye View, what happened to Bob from Gil Skills last night on his live show? Worm's Eye View, Pippa says, yeah, not bad, things. I've been missing your lives. Things been a bit out of routine, but then it's arresting, so it's a good time to catch it live. Oh, hey, Pippa, you don't ever have to worry about this. I try to get to things, but I don't always get them. But please don't ever feel that way. I don't ever take it anyway. Let's put it this way: we all have lives, and this is fun, but it's kind of, it can keep you busy too. So please don't ever think of that. Know what happened to Bob? Well, luckily nothing happened to him. But while he was alive, somebody must have. I don't know if you've ever heard of. They call it swatting. Means somebody, I don't know if it's someone off YouTube, just, it doesn't really matter, I guess, who it is specifically, but somebody must have called the police and reported that something happened to his wife and that, and anyways, needless to say, they contacted him, and they had the SWAT team and stuff, the police, come to his home. He was live on the air while all this happened, so needless to say, they had to shut it down. I talked to him later, and everything was fine, but just too bad that they had to go through that. It must have been somebody with a grudge for something. But yeah, that happened to him last night on the air. But luckily, he seems to be fine in that. But it's too bad. We've heard of it happening to a few people on YouTube and stuff. But just glad that he was okay in that. Let's see here. Pochcats camping. Hi all. I just had a shower and turned the volume up so loud the neighbors could hear. But the iPad is dry. It's okay. Trev, you're such a bad neighbor. Oh gosh, poor guy. Worm's Eye View says, why would someone do that? I don't know. But it's definitely not the first person it's happened to. There's a few people. I think there's a Grant McIntosh. If you know him, I think you probably have seen him before, Pippa. It happened to him a while ago, and I think I heard last... Sorry about that. Excuse me, everybody. I heard about this lady. I think she was in her 70s. Her name, I don't know her name, but her channel is called Retired and Prepping. They did that to her too. I don't know if it was recently or in the last few weeks or something, but they actually just showed up at her house and came through the doors, I guess, on her. But I can't imagine. But definitely glad to hear that he was okay in that. Michael Murphy, good morning, Jeff. Morning, Michael. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. We're just talking about how all that horrible stuff happened to Bob last night on his show and stuff. But we were definitely glad. There's a few people just didn't know about it, Michael. I'm not going in detail because I don't know anything about it really. But just glad that he seems to be okay and stuff. But just feel bad for him and especially for his family and stuff. That's definitely not something you want for your kids and wife and stuff to have to go through. Worms Eye View. So it's someone watching calls the police and they said he did something to his wife. Well, that's the thing. I don't really know, Pip. It happens to be someone must have called the police and reported something. But definitely, whatever they're reporting, everything was there. As you saw it on the live, you saw his wife and his children, and everything was fine. But it just, somebody, I don't want to say a prankster, but just somebody doing something horrible and stuff as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, it's much more than that. But Michael Murphy, yes, I was so upset. Yeah, it was horrible, Michael. We just felt terrible, and to sit there and as it was all going down, I was just so glad that nothing happened to him. I sent him a message, and he sent me a quick message back saying, "I'll talk to you later, but yeah, everything's fine." But I just wanted him to know that everybody was thinking about him, not just him, but him and his family, and that you don't want to see that happen to anybody. I don't know. I mean, unfortunately nowadays, Pippa, with technology, who knows? Unfortunately, but I hope they are able to figure it out, and that for everybody. Michael Murphy called me at 10:30 to let me know they were all okay, just shaken up. Yeah, it's just a horrible thing to happen to somebody, or to happen to everybody, like it did Michael. Oh gosh, but yeah, definitely a horrible thing to happen to someone. So, what was I gonna say? So how's everybody else? I'm a little quiet. I don't. When you're, I still thinking about it. I guess that's what it kind of bothers you in that. Well, more than bothers you, but I mean that's just us. And it didn't happen to us. So, just thinking about it's someone that and that you hate seeing something like that happen to absolutely anybody, but especially somebody that you do know and stuff. Oh, jeez. Worms Eye View. I'll just leave it, Pippa. Oh gosh. Computer. I love that. Hey all, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for coming. It's nice to have you. They already did, Pippa. Dave, you're computer. Hey man, end of the day. It's nice to see you, computer. It's great to have you here. Thanks very much for dropping in. Much appreciated. I hope you're having a good day. It's already the middle of the week. Having a little bit of. My wife. I usually drink coffee from home, but my wife. She doesn't drink coffee, but she likes all those, the cold ones and stuff. The ones like not like ice cream. What do you call them? The frappuccinos and all that kind of stuff. She likes that stuff. But Worms Eye View, you got in first, Dave. Oh gosh, give me 2 seconds here. Excuse me. Let's see. So I got a quick question. I'm trying to change the subject. I'm not going to try to have anybody in the chat run away. I'm just curious. Does anybody follow Game of Thrones? And I know it's not on right now. I know it doesn't come back for 2 months almost, or a month and a half. But anyways, my wife Jo and I, we watched it like religiously. We absolutely love that show, and it's surprising because it's not something. Ethan, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, Ethan's home. He's not feeling the best today, so he stayed home. He's got a little bit of a cold and stuff, so we just kept him home. Oh, never seen it. I was looking forward to it because it looked interesting to me, but I never thought my wife was going to watch it, but she actually loves it, which I'm surprised. Pip is saying hi to Ethan. Come here, right here. He says, "Who's Pippa, Dad?" Come here for a second. That's Pippa there. She's from the UK. You see? Say hi.
Hi.
Wave. Okay, that's Ethan. He's just a little under the weather, so that's Desmond's daughter's no softborn for Americans. Oh gosh, Steve. Yeah, no, it's funny that Joe's actually here now, not your average Joe. Good morning, everybody, she says. But yes, we do love it. We started rewatching it the other night, about 3 nights ago. So we're almost, I think tonight, if we watch a couple more episodes, we'll be done season 1. Worms Eye View's waving back. That's awesome. And Joe, Pippa's saying good morning to you. Ethan's been down a couple times, Joe, and he took his phone up. He says he's going to watch a movie. I already told him that literally, you know what, this morning's about taking it easy, resting, no watching movies and stuff. This afternoon, you know, maybe he could watch a TV show or movie, but right now it's just time to relax. But anyways, you can see, Joe, I came on at 9 o'clock. I thought I'd come on to 10. It's about 20 to 10, about 20 more minutes, and then I'll drop off. But I just thought I'd come on. It was a good time, and Ethan, I thought, was going to be upstairs, but this is the second time he's been down in about 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah, we had quite a few people in this morning, Joe. We've had quite a few people in. Yes, Michael. Let me just read this. Michael Murphy. He's such a nice guy and does nothing but help people. It's true shame, but that one person can screw up a family's life just to do some dumb crap. All it takes is yes. Yep, Michael, you're right, and you're right. But I'm definitely glad that you know, in the end, that everything. Yeah, you can't say happy ending, but I'm just glad that you know, like he said, that you don't want to say that it's just lucky. Luckily, it was just being shaken up, not the other, like you're saying, Michael, because that's yeah. But you're right. It is a tragedy that somebody has to be like that. But definitely the outcome turned out for the best. That everybody's okay. So I'm not trying to make light of anything in any way. I'm just glad that everything turned out okay for all of them and stuff, but not a good thing for any of them to have to go, especially his wife, and not for Bobby. I'm not making light for Bobby either, but I just mean especially for his children and his wife and stuff. Oh gosh, what the French toast. Good morning, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Not your average Joe. He's bored and just wants to watch a movie. Yeah, I'll let him, Joe, but like I said, he's not going to sit around and do stuff like that all day. I mean, he didn't stay home for that. Michael Murphy. Michael Murphy says he told me he's going to do a stream. What happens soon? Oh, I imagine he will, Michael. And but I imagine he might need just a little bit of exactly. And but you know what? It might be good for him to talk about it too, Michael. You never know. But I mean, I guess he'll do it when he's up for it for sure. Let's see, Worm's Eye View. It's half term in the UK, so kids are off this week. Joe, when are kids off here? I think they're off the second week of March. Here they call it, Pip, they call it March break. So usually, like if you're in university or college here in Canada, usually like this week and next week are university and colleges are off for like a week. They take they call it March break or whatever it is, and you know, study for exams and all that kind of stuff, or whatever they're doing. So they're off usually a week, and then in March, usually about the second week, they usually have they call it March break, and the kids get a week off then. Dismas Donders, how can you switch kids off, Pippa? Oh gosh, Posh Cat's camping. Okay, everybody, I'm venturing outside to take my tired night shift face and scare the population of Ipswich. I look like a horror movie. Oh no, I doubt it. Posh Cat's camping. I'm sorry, I'm so quiet this morning because this isn't usually my time, and I guess at 9 o'clock in the morning I think I should keep my voice down, and you know, 2 o'clock I have to raise it. But it was nice to have you here. Thanks very much, my friends. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good one, Trev. It was great to have you here. Thank you again. Worm's Eye View. Pippa says, laugh out loud. You sound like me, Jeff. If kids are sick, they're not allowed gadgets. That's how I know if my boys are really ill. Exactly. I mean, I remember, let's put it this way. When I was a kid, there was not that stuff didn't exist. I imagine yourself either. But, you know, I remember the one thing when we were home, you know, and I think they made us like chicken soup or vegetable soup or whatever for lunch and stuff. And we literally, you know, we had a Kleenex box. We had to lay on the couch or in our bed or whatever. And you know, once in a while we got to maybe sit and watch a television show that we watched or whatever, or movie that was on. But that was about the extent of it. But luckily there was none of this stuff or these and that. but kids, they're so hooked into them nowadays. Let's see here. Podcast camping. I have to fix my mother-in-law's heating. Chat later. Take care, Trev. It was nice to have you here. Thanks again. Website view. I wish I knew David. That's funny. Yes. Good luck with the fixing, Trev. You're right. Website view. Pip says, if you was sick and off school, I couldn't go out and play after school. That was a killer for me. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's true. Especially here in the winter. Usually the kids want to get out and, you know, they call it toboggan. They want to get out on their sleds and stuff like that. But, exactly. And that's usually, you know, the kids hear the same. It's funny when our daughter's sick, she'll be like this, moping around all day long if she's around in the day. But come 4 o'clock, you know, when school's done, all of a sudden she's perked up. Everything's like she's all dressed. She's got her hair done. It's like, oh yeah, magically. Usually if she's off on a Friday, she'll mope around, be sick as a dog, or pretend like she's sick as a dog Friday. But then 4 o'clock, she's magically, everything's perfect. And then she'll come to us, oh, can I have my friend over? Can I go over to this kid's? No, not tonight. You were off school. With the French toast. Very clever, Worm's Eye View. I've never thought of that. Mine are growing, so no worries there. But now I can make sure with the grandchildren. Oh, exactly. But you know, kids are kids. It doesn't matter what time period. I imagine they're all the same. Desmond's daughters. That's the way it was for me, Pippa. Exactly. Laugh a lot. I mean, Mom French toast. Laugh a lot. I love that. I love it. It's too early for him. You know, he'll be deep asleep. What time it'll be there? It'll be like almost 2 o'clock in the morning, I think, for Mr. Keg right now. There's no way he'd be up, because even when 2 o'clock rolls around, it's what, about 6 o'clock in the morning there in Australia. He's been pretty busy gentleman lately. Pretty busy. Excuse me for this. My gosh. Oh, Pippa, I know what I was going to say. I was telling everybody, was it yesterday? Yes. So we had a long weekend here in Canada this past weekend. So we had Monday off. Everybody had Monday off. The kids and the wife were off. About 10 years ago or so, they made this holiday up. It was in Vail at some previous holiday that they canceled out. So they called the third week of February, the first Monday of the third week, they call it Family Day. So it just means literally people have the day off. It's supposed to be that, you know, you get that day off with your family and stuff. You're supposed to do family things, or you're not supposed to. That's just what it's supposed to be entailed. So, needless to say, on the weekend, Saturday, it was nice. Ethan's birthday was on New Year's Day. We don't usually do anything New Year's Day because, you know, it's kind of a busy time in that. And he doesn't have a birthday party usually. So we asked him a while ago if he wanted to do something. And he wanted to go to this thing called Medieval Times. We were there a few years ago. What it is, it's a show. It's like a dinner show, but they have like the old knights of old. And they have two sides. This side fighting this side. They have jousting. They have the swords and everything. They dress up, and then they bring you out like a whole chicken dinner. It's like a whole chicken they bring out with these different potatoes and all the fixings, corn and stuff like that, and then soups and stuff like that, and drinks. And they pour them in the big mugs. Anyways, we had a good time. But we did that on Saturday, and we ended up filming some video, and I think probably by the end of the week we'll get it edited and get it out by probably the end of the week or beginning of next week. But the funny thing was, we were trying to figure, in some of the video, some of the fellas would come out and they're doing the narration and stuff of the show. So they're talking, they got their headsets on, and it's fantastic. You know, it filmed it, you could hear everything, it's great. The only thing is, while they're talking, there's music in the background. So, you know, on a video you can't play all the music. So we're trying to figure, Joe decided some program. The only problem is there's traces of stuff in the video, so it's not 100% that music would be out of there. So I think what we'll probably do is take that all out. Just take any like voice, vocal, or anything like that with the music. Just take it out and put our own stuff in there, and it'll be fine. But it turned out quite nice in that. Where I'm kind of looking forward to putting it up. Worm's Eye View. Pip says, if I told my boys they didn't have to go out, they would hug me. What's wrong with that? how's it come to this? No, exactly. Isn't that the truth? You know, that's what I remember when I was a kid here in Canada. You know, everywhere is different sport or whatever. But as a kid, we played hockey a lot. So literally, from the time I get up on a Saturday morning, we'd be playing hockey to the sun was down or whatever. We'd be outside in the wherever. I mean, we lived in the city at the time, so we weren't out in the woods. But whatever we were doing, we were always doing something, or on the bikes going somewhere. But nowadays, yeah, kids, they don't want to venture outside, it seems. Yeah, Desmond Saunders' keg has been dumpster diving, scrapping it. Yeah, I see. I haven't watched it, but I did see this morning that there's a new a video. I'll have to take a look at it, David. Muscle Car Appraisal. Hi, good morning. How are you? It's good to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you coming. I really do. Pippa Worm's Eye View says, well, I like the idea of Family Day. We have bank holidays that are days off the whole country, well, except for doctors and other guys that keep the place running. Oh, chicken. I love chicken. Yes. Oh, you know, and it's fun. They don't give you utensils, so you tear it apart. It's like, you know, we're all wild savages. Michael Murphy, well, Jeff, got to get to work. They started, got him the boss right fired starting at 10 o'clock. Catch you later. Bye, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Michael. I'm going to be on probably for about 10 more minutes anyways. Great to have you here, buddy. Have a good one. Country Cycle Cam. Morning, Jeff. Hey, Country Cycle Cam. How are you, my friend? Desmond's daughters laugh aloud. That is the modern way, Pippa. Kids spent their life indoors until they were 21 or so. They come on YouTube and tell us how getting outdoors and into nature is. Yes, exactly, David. Exactly. Pippa says it's Worm's Eye View. It's so hard when you're out and you get a background music when you're filming for a vlog. It is, and luckily I haven't had that yet. But I usually, when I do, if at the beginning I did a lot of filming outside, and what I did was I go out into a park, but I made sure before I did anything, I knew there was usually in the parks there's no music, so I was usually fine. But that's the problem. I don't know how if you're gonna do it live. You really can't go live almost outside because if you go live, you never know. And I've seen people live, and you know everything's great for their live, and all of a sudden they walk into an area and boom, there's something right there, and it's like they're gonna have to either shut down or delete it or what. But it is too bad. It really is. Let's see here. Worm's Eye View. Pip says I found it a lot in my Oxford vlog on Monday, so just had it silent with my own music over it. Yeah, I can imagine that. Like I said, it really is too bad. Like I said, you know, I was talking about it yesterday. I haven't had any issues yet because like I said, most of my lives are in the house or in the car or somewhere where it's not really, you know, I'm not going to pick anything up unless someone walked in blaring with like a radio, or, you know, the kids had their iPads blasting or something like that. Then I'd literally have to shut it down and delete it. But I've been lucky that way. But videos themselves, that's the only thing. At least on a video you can edit it out or take it out, but it is what it is. So does anybody have anything else exciting going on for the day? Anything exciting for Wednesday? I mean, I'm getting to talk to a lot of people overseas, so it's almost the middle of the day for everybody, or what, 2 or 3 in, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon almost for you over there. Yeah. Let's see. Here we are. Excuse me. Country Cycle Cam. My office closed today, getting some snow. Are you? Yeah, there's a few people talking about. I think Walker Fam was in here earlier saying that I think they had the kids had a snow day from school and stuff. We have snow here. It's Country Cycle Cam, but I don't know if we're in for another storm this week or what. I'm going to tell you, this year have been bad. I've got a goofy app on my phone, so I kind of follow it. Usually the night before, I'll look to see what the weather's like. I'll look what the temperature's like, and I kind of forget to look to see if we're getting snow or anything like that. But yeah, I haven't been really up to date as much as I usually would be. Country Cycle Cam says, yes, kids are off today. My wife stayed home. She has a 45-minute commute and wasn't doing it. Oh, good for her then. Yeah, no, she wouldn't want to go out in that. Country Cycle Cam. That's a good call. And that, yeah, when you have a drive like that, a commute like that, definitely that was a good call. Definitely a good call on her part, for sure. I mean, if the kids are home, yeah, that makes sense completely. Makes sense. I was saying last week they had a day or two. I think Monday and Tuesday the kids were off. One day they closed the schools and the buses, so they just stayed home. Second day, I think we kept the kids home anyways, and we heard on the radio that they should have closed the schools. They didn't, but they announced, you know what, if you feel like keeping your kids home, keep home. They understand. It was actually worse the second day that they didn't close them, and we kept our kid home. And found out the next day there's only a couple of kids in the class anyway, so it was a good idea to keep them home. Yeah. Oh gosh. Let's see here. Sorry everybody, I'm just running something in the background. I was just checking here quickly. It just take me a second. Oops. There we are. Let me check this out. Sorry, I'm not trying to ramble on. I'm just trying to check something here. I have like a pop-out chat, and it keeps messing with me. It's like filtering in and out for some reason. And so as I was checking it, I was like, let me try to pull that back up, but it would drop out and drop back in. So I didn't know if I was checking to see if I'd lost the connection. Because sometimes, you know, I don't realize. Sometimes I used to lose the vocals, like the voice, the audio, and a lot of times, unless I was looking down, if I did get lost in the chat, I wouldn't know for like 5 minutes or something. And then, luckily, if you know my wife was on or something, she'd send me a text or something, said, "Hey, you lost audio," and then I'd scroll down to the end of the chat, and there it is, you've lost audio. But that's about it. Oh gosh, oh, it is later than I thought. Let's see. Yep. I'm all over the place today, everybody. I'm all over the place. So anybody have? I'll probably stay on another minute, then I'll call it a day. Well, at least for now, I will. Anybody have anything else going on their channel or today? I see, you know, some of the people are home and stuff, and with the weather and stuff, which is for the kids. I imagine they're probably excited about that. Oh gosh. They're probably excited about that. Country Cycle Cam says, later, got a shovel. Well, you have a good one, Country Cycle Cam, and I appreciate you coming in. I really do. I hope you have a good one, my friend. Don't push yourself, because, you know, it's all fine and good to go and do that, but, you know, we all get to a certain point, and, you know, sometimes we push too hard, so don't push yourself too much, my friend. Have a good one. Thanks again for coming. Worm's Eye View, just my usual daily vlog today. That's good. You know what I'd like to do, Pippa? I'd like to get back to, like I do live every day, and we tried for videos, and we used to put up at least 1 or 2 a week. We don't anymore. I think we put up one, was it a week or 2 ago? I forget. We don't get them up every week, or I like to say every 2 weeks, but they're not usually every 2 weeks. They're now even usually every 3 weeks. But I'd like to get more videos out again. Let's see here. Desmond Saunders, whoa, Pressie's postman just delivered my prize. Oh, wait a second. Whoa, Pressie's postman just delivered my prize from one man and his whippet. Is that David, is that a channel? One man and his whippet? That's not the package you're looking for Desmond, is it? I'm pretty sure it's not, but anyways, Worm's Eye View, excuse me, Worm's Eye View, Pippa says, back at work for the day. Only 1 day's work this week, which is great. Ah, yes. Brendan's birthday tomorrow, so many cakes this afternoon. Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing. Oh, I need to go check your videos. I only see your lives. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, I put them in playlists and then they're in videos. But Pippa, they're literally there's lives Monday to Friday. That's what I do now, and you know, and I'm gonna try to get back. I want to say eventually, but I'm gonna try to get videos. I've got I think we're gonna put this. Got a couple of videos that we're gonna do. We've got this one with medieval times that we need to edit and get that out. And then Bob from Gill Skills that we were talking about earlier, he did a challenge from Michael Murphy, I think it was, or from Mickey XOXO. Challenged him to do something called the peanut butter and mayonnaise challenge. So you put a sandwich together with peanut butter and mayonnaise and then eat it. Well, who is challenged, Bob from Gill Skills challenged Joe and I to do it, so we have to do it. So probably in the next week or so we're gonna have to put one together, sit down at the dinner table and eat it. I'm putting it off because I can't even fathom it, but we told him we'd do it, so probably in the next week or maybe on the weekend we'll film eating it. And but yeah, so that's at least 2 videos in the next week or so. Oh, not the Desmond package. Oh, okay. Bangladeshi Canadian Mom, how are you? Desmond's daughter says, yes, Pippa, the cup arrived and a couple of stickers. Well, that's awesome. You know what, I saw you so excited, David, there for a second. I thought maybe it was the package with your item for Desmond for sure, but oh gosh, I hope you're able to get that soon, my friend. Is that 3 or 4 weeks now for you? You seem like you've been out of commission with Desmond for a few weeks at least now. Maybe not 4 weeks, but at least what, 2.5 or 3 weeks at least. Worm's Eye View Pip says, excellent. I need one of those, one of his for a full set of YouTube cups. Oh gosh, that's awesome. That is amazing. Well, you know, I really had fun with everybody. I'm sorry I didn't mean to make anything depressing here this morning, but Desmond's Daughter's coming up for a month now. I thought so. I didn't want to say a month because I didn't want to make you feel bad, Dave, because I know that you wanted to get out like I thought it was about 3 weeks, but I didn't know a month. But that's a long time because I know you do love getting out. And you know what? I feel for you because when I can't get out of here on the weekend, I go stir crazy. I just go stir crazy. I say to Joe, she's out during, she works during the week, and like I said, you know, and I am off right now. And, you know, I love doing this, but this is kind of my outlet. That's why I like doing this every day, because it gets me on. I get to talk to people, and, you know, it's kind of like an outing for me. I know I'm not going anywhere, but I get to talk to everybody here, and you know, it really picks you up and stuff. It really does. Makes you feel like $1 million and that. But I find on the weekend, I want to get out of the house, and my wife, you know, she's worked all week, so all she wants to do is be home and just take it easy, have her feet up. She doesn't want to, you know, do the cleaning and stuff like that, but she just wants to take it easy. She really doesn't want to get out. You know, we go do groceries and the odd goofy things for the family. Not goofy things, but you know, the family things that you do and that. But she doesn't feel like getting out, but I certainly do. Worm's Eye View, thanks for the chat. Well, thanks very much, Pip. I really appreciate it. Desmond Donders, 20th of January, we returned from our last Donder. Oh my gosh. What is today, the 20th or the 19th? What is it? It is it's a month today. A month today. That's crazy. It doesn't seem like, you know what? It has been a long time, but it doesn't seem like a whole month, really. It does not. It does not, Dave. Just hey, Judy-Ann Lewis, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm just gonna shut it down, Judy-Ann and Lewis. I went on at 9 o'clock to 10, but I should get off here because I know Michael Fire, he goes on at 10, and I don't want to cut into his time because he's a real nice fella, and you know, I've been watching him since day one, so I should get off here. But anyways, everybody, I may be back on at 2 o'clock in about 4 hours. I don't know. It all depends on how Ethan's doing. But I thought I'd come on now for an hour, and then maybe at 2 o'clock, which is in 4 hours from now, but we'll see. Anyways, everybody, I really appreciate it. If I catch some of you later, fantastic. Otherwise, I'll catch you another day. But like I said, I might be on in a couple hours. I don't know. Have a good one, everybody. See you later, Jeff. Take care. Yeah, you too, Desmond Donders. Just ate Pippa, Worm's Eye View, Bangladeshi Canadian Mom, everybody that came. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great day, everybody. See you later. Yep, take care. Bye-bye.